We've all faced that dreaded question. Am I in the right career, or just here for the free coffee? If you've ever stared at Excel wondering if formulas were designed as punishment, you're not alone. The truth is, most people stay in jobs long past their expiration date. Careers don't come with best before labels, but your sanity does. So how do you know it's time to move on? Here are 10 painfully obvious signs that scream, run. Number 10. You've lost that love and feeling. Remember your first week? You wore your best outfit, remembered everyone's names, and even volunteered to take notes in meetings. Fast forward to today, and the most enthusiasm you can muster is a dramatic sigh when the Wi-Fi crashes. If you dread Monday like it's a horror movie sequel, it's a red flag. Passion is the gas that fuels a career. Without it, you're just idling in neutral, burning time and energy while getting nowhere. Life's too short to spend it pretending you care about quarterly sales reports when all you really care about is whether your avocado is ripe at home. Number 9. Your workload has tripled, but your paycheck hasn't. Congrats! You've been such a great employee that we'd like you to do 3 times more work for the same pay. Sound familiar? Job creep is real. It starts innocently. Can you handle this project? And before you know it, you're doing the work of 5 people while your boss pats themselves on the back for lean operations. If your role has expanded more than your waistband at an all-you-can-eat buffet, but your paycheck hasn't budged, that's not growth, that's exploitation. You're not volunteering for charity, you're working for a company, and companies should pay you for the value you bring. Period. Number 8. You're basically invisible. Ever feel like you could set your desk on fire and nobody would notice until it triggered the smoke alarm? Yeah, that's a problem. A healthy workplace invests in your growth, asks for your input, and occasionally acknowledges you're a living human and not just part of the office furniture. If your best work goes unnoticed, your ideas get ignored, and the only feedback you get is a half-hearted thanks when you refill the printer paper, you're not in the right place. You deserve more than invisibility. Heck, even superheroes get recognition and they wear masks half the time. Number 7. Your boss could double as a movie villain. A bad boss can ruin more than just your workday. They can stall your entire career. Whether it's the micromanager hovering like a drone, the ghost who's never around but always critical, the credit stealer who parades your ideas as their own, or the tyrant who turns every meeting into an episode of Survivor, the result is the same. No support, no growth, and no sanity. Unless they're secretly footing the bill for your therapy, it's probably time to run. Number 6. Your company's sinking faster than the Titanic. Some companies give off strong "we're doomed" vibes. Maybe it's endless budget cuts, suspicious restructuring, or the fact that your team building retreat this year was just a walk to the nearest dollar store. If the office plants are dying, and so is morale, take note. Staying too long at a failing company is like being the last guest at a party where even the host has gone home. By the time you realize it's over, you're left cleaning up the mess. Better to jump ship while the lifeboats are still available. Number 5. Stress is your new full-time job. A little pressure at work? Totally normal? That's why coffee exists. But if your job has you grinding your teeth so hard, you're basically auditioning to be a human nutcracker. We've crossed into problem territory. When stress starts following you home like an unpaid intern, causing headaches, insomnia, random bursts of anger, and the occasional meltdown over a jammed stapler, it's not just part of the job. It's a billboard-sized warning sign screaming, "Get out before your blood pressure does permanent damage." No paycheck, no title, and no Employee of the Month plaque is worth your health. What's the point of a fat paycheck if you're too fried to enjoy sushi night, too wired to sleep, or too exhausted to use your vacation days? Spoiler alert. Nobody brags on their deathbed about how many all-nighters they pulled for a PowerPoint deck. If your job is slowly turning you into a walking stress ball, it's not a career, it's an extreme sport, and you didn't sign up for that. Number 4, your performance has tanked, and you know it. Remember when you were the office rock star, crushing deadlines, firing off brilliant ideas, and maybe even enjoying the occasional team meeting? Yeah, now you're basically running on autopilot. Emails sit unanswered like sad little orphans. Deadlines slip through your fingers faster than soap in the shower. And your enthusiasm for projects is roughly on par with your enthusiasm for watching paint dry. You're giving the same level of energy to your job that you give to microwaving leftover pizza. The danger? Once your lack of interest starts to show, it spreads. Colleagues notice. Managers notice. And suddenly your reputation gets stuck with a label that clings harder than glitter after a kid's birthday party, the one who checked out. Nobody wants to be remembered as the employee who gave up halfway. Better to leave on your own terms while you can still say, I chose a new challenge, instead of, I stayed until they gently escorted me out with a cardboard box. Number 3, your workplace is basically toxic waste. Picture this. You walk into the office, and within 5 minutes, you can feel the tension. Gossip flies faster than email, colleagues throw shade like it's an Olympic sport, and the culture is so toxic you need a gas mask just to survive the day. Toxic workplaces don't just make you miserable at work, they spill into your personal life too. Suddenly, you're venting to friends every night, binge eating chips to cope, and Googling "can stress kill me?" At 2 a.m., work shouldn't feel like emotional warfare. Number 2, work-life balance? Never heard of it. If your phone pings at midnight with urgent work emails and your weekends are basically unpaid overtime in sweatpants, congratulations. You're no longer an employee. You're an on-call employee/doormat. Sure, there are busy seasons, but if busy has become your permanent lifestyle, you're not living, you're existing. Work has swallowed your personal life whole, and you can't even remember the last time you enjoyed a hobby. Does scrolling TikTok while half asleep count? And let's get one thing straight. No one's epitaph has ever read, "Here lies Alex," a true hero who answered every Slack notification within 10 minutes. Work should fund your life, not erase it. You deserve dinners with friends, lazy Sundays, family time, hobbies, Netflix binges, and vacations that don't involve hiding in the hotel bathroom to take Zoom calls. If you can't enjoy evenings without checking your inbox every 5 minutes, then the job isn't just out of balance, it's out of control. Number 1, your gut is screaming run. Logic is great. Spreadsheets are great. Career counselors are great. But sometimes the clearest signal that it's time to leave comes from that little voice inside your head that just won't shut up. Your gut is like the brutally honest friend who tells you when your haircut is terrible. It doesn't sugarcoat. It doesn't wait for the right time. It just blurts out the truth. You hate this job. Get out. Maybe you can't pinpoint exactly why. Nothing's terrible. But everything feels wrong. Maybe it's the Sunday night dread that starts creeping in at Saturday brunch. Maybe it's the pit in your stomach when your boss emails, "Got a second?" Maybe it's the fact that the happiest you felt in weeks was during a dentist appointment. Because at least you weren't in a meeting. Listen to that feeling. Ignoring it is like ignoring the smoke alarm because you're not sure there's really a fire. There's a fire. And the longer you wait, the more you'll get burned. Trust your instincts. They're the most reliable career coach you'll ever have. And there you have it. 10 hilariously honest signs that it might be time to quit your job and finally put your happiness first. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.